Hi everyone. Well, today I'm going to attempt the starting of corn cob jelly. This is the corn cobs from the sweet corn we grew this year, which is Silver Queen corn. Silver Queen, I think. Anyways, we had to reorganize our freezer today because we're getting pigs soon, this week sometime, from our neighbor. And we had to make room. So I had like 3 bags of these corn cobs down there. And I thought I better start processing it, at least get that much bulk out of there. So I thought you might enjoy coming along the way with me while I try this. Okay, my cobs have started to boil, so I'm going to set my timer for a half hour and let them boil for a half hour. And then I'll remove the cobs from the pot and I will drain this and we'll see how much juice we get from it. Okay. I have boiled my corn cobs for 30 minutes, and now I'm just going to pull them out of the water and put them on this plate, and these, after they cool down, are going to go to the chickens. So my next step will be to strain the corn cob juice. Okay, what I'm attempting to do here is, even though I have a strainer, I want to put a piece of cheesecloth in here because I'm going to catch I want to catch even the finest little bits. I want to try and make this jelly as clear as possible. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have a lot more than the recipe that I saw calls for. And all I'm doing here is straining it so that I can measure it. Pouring it into a measuring cup. Pretty good sized measuring cup. See how many cups I get. Then I'll know I need to add the same amount of sugar. So if I get 8 cups, I need to add 8 cups of sugar. And that's going to make a lot of jelly. So going along here, what do I have so far? I have 5 cups so far. So I won't bore you with this. I just wanted to give you the general idea. I'll let you know how much I end up with. Because I ended up with so much corn juice, I'm going to try and, I'm going to use 8 cups of it to make the jelly. But I just thought maybe if we do like it, I don't want it to go to waste. I'm going to try and can it in some of these jars and see if it'll keep. Sort of an experiment. But I just want to try and, I don't want to throw it out until I know for sure if we don't like this jelly. You know, if we don't like the jelly, then naturally I won't have any use for this juice. But I want to try and save as much as I can, so just an FYI. Okay, this is just basically my corn juice, and I put 4 tablespoons of lemon juice because this is double the original recipe. And I'm going to heat this to a boil. And the next step we'll be putting in the sugar. I had ended up with 8 cups of corn juice in here. So I'm going to be adding 8 cups of sugar. On to the next step. This is thickening up nicely, and I know you can't tell from this camera, but it's got a really pretty pale yellow color. At first I thought it wasn't going to get clear like some jellies do, but all of a sudden, once I put the sugar in, things started clearing up, and it's got a real pretty color to it. So now I'm just waiting for it to boil. I want to keep stirring to make sure that sugar's all dissolved. Once it boils, I need to boil it for 1 minute, and then I can ladle it into my jars. This is a steam canner, and you just put a little bit of water in it, and it works the same as a water bath canner. Then you put this lid on and let the steam do the work. I do like to put a penny in there. That way I make sure if I haven't put enough water in, when I don't hear the penny rattling around, I know the level's getting too low. So now I'm going to fill my jars and process these. This is what I ended up with. It smells totally like honey. I'm not sure what it tastes like yet because it's too hot to taste. I'm going to skim the foam off the top and then fill the jars. Okay, I ended up with 9 half pints and a pint. And it's still kind of hot, but you can see it's got a nice clear yellow color. And I think this will last us a while. And as you can see, steam is coming off of the canner, the steam canner, because I had 2 quarts of the corn juice. Now, I realize you should probably, can this in a pressure cooker, but I don't intend on keeping it in the jar very long. So I figured this way I could at least preserve it for a little while to decide if I want to make any more of this or if I know of anybody that wants to make some. So there they are. Very pale, pretty yellow color. And they're all thickening up. So I'm hoping they'll be good. They smell exactly like honey. For those folks who don't like to do animal byproducts, whether it be a bee or an animal, definitely vegan honey, so to speak. I hope you enjoyed this video.